Welcome to all our viewers in the United States and around the world. I'm James Pierre and welcome to another episode of The Talk with James Pierre. Joining us now is Dr. Flore Lindor, a true pioneer in the Haitian community, a pillar in the Haitian community. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Flore.
Thank you for having me, James.
It's been a long process trying to have you back and forth. Your schedule didn't make it or I'm doing something else, but we are truly honored finally. Now we sit down together to get to know you better and also for our audience to see the wonderful work that you are doing in the community.
When he said a long time in planning, he means 2 years and even 3. That means to be on the talk with James Pierre.
Yeah,
that's good.
Absolutely. Dr. Flore, let's take you back to your childhood. How was it, your childhood and now moving to South Florida?
My childhood is not different than who I am now because I'm an inventor of a philosophy called watch out. But watch out. And fortunately and unfortunately, people will read about it, but entitled Garcia Tattoo, which is what I stand for. This is what I'm sharing, and that's how I want to be reminded. Then not only it's the name of my business, it's also the name of the philosophy, and it's also my behavior. And maybe through things that I will be saying, sharing with you, then people will get a little bit of it. Then my childhood, it's all about the way I look, because Gade means look at myself and what my parents look like. My parents are the great example of my Haitian heritage, which is my mother is mainly from a family of upper class in Haiti, if I could say it like that, educated, where my father was a kid of a paysan, the Grandon, the rural sector of Haiti, a poor child that became an intellectual. And you see that match of looking and changing the image of a poor being intellectual and becoming upper class because of education. Then that takes you to the inner self and the really philosophy of Garcia Tattoo of connecting with your identity, the first chapter of the book, and see that what you are starts at home, starts with your crib, the way your mom held you, the way your father conceived you, the way your father cared for you. I'm a daddy girl, and the values that I have are from a man that has manner and a man that put education first, but never forget his origin of humility.
And I think that's what we need, a strong family like that, because that's the foundation of the success of the kids. Look at how beautifully you talk about your parents, the connection, and that's what makes you who you are today. And I don't know if you will echo with me. I think that's what our community, we need more of that model of family parenting.
Yes, and also that's how I stand also. For me, I was sharing earlier with a Haitian brother here that when people are referring to the word community, they often disconnect themselves and they see like, I am someone and the community is something else. But myself, I am the community and the community is me, because it's based on that strong foundation called family. Family is the first community that I know. Either that I was blessed to know the traditional family of having a father, a mother, siblings and things like that, but I'm also very considerate of family in Haiti that sometimes is a single parent, either man or a woman, or also grandparents raising children. Then if we don't have that strong identity of our origin and knowing that community is really family, when we will go and become anybody with a credential behind our name, we will always suffer from the phenomenon called disconnect, and I don't suffer from that.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Haitian community. When you moved to that community in South Florida, how was it?
Number one, the Haitian community studied in my neighborhood in Haiti first. your neighbors or your community. That community will remain part of my life when I travel to Puerto Rico, because in Haiti, the values you have to take with you. Then my neighbors will be checking if I'm bringing good grades when I go to college, even though I was in Puerto Rico. Then that means I was not going for me to only earn a degree. I had to bring back good grades to all the neighbors, and for Tamara, and later Delma, and later on Fermat, where we reside. Then I go to Puerto Rico, meet also Haitians, that students also. Then the community is extended from your family, your neighbors, the school that you attend in Haiti, and to college life. College life, you're meeting other ethnic groups and at a greater level, and you are redefining community not based on ethnicity, but still family, and all you connect. Then I'm half Puerto Rican, I can say, for the way I blend with Puerto Ricans for the 5 years I lived in Puerto Rico. I blend with the Hispanic culture when I realize and connect with them that they eat white rice the same way that we eat it. We eat black beans. And you start traveling, go to other Hispanic countries, Costa Rica, and you realize that, hey, at midday, a siesta, then also in Haiti, you remember we had the break. You connect that education, that family with habits. Then from there, Puerto Rico, I graduated. Then I was on my own, because I think once a kid has a bachelor degree, your parents they do not owe you much. At least they gave you that foundation, that education foundation. And I was on my own to decide, would I go back to Haiti on the political turmoil at that time, or would I choose somewhere to be? And I chose Miami. When I chose Miami, I remained myself. Then I brought myself to Miami. I was not coming to get something from Miami to become Flore. That's why I hear always the slogan, that diaspora. Okay, I left my country. Yes, I became diaspora. A word to me only. And after that, show me what you can do here, and you can prove what you can do in Haiti. Then I brought to Miami what Haiti gave me.
What you already had.
Exactly. Yeah. Then I was not coming to get anything extra except education or maybe experience of life, the new definition of life. And you come to realize that life is where you don't earn any degree, and that you and I, we're still learning. And Miami is becoming life, a life that every day we are learning from it, we are adjusting it, and we are transforming it.
We have a lot to talk about Miami, but I think that's what we call preserving your culture when you take Haiti with you to South Florida. Stay with us, Dr. Flore. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, much more to talk with our guest, Dr. Flore Lindor, today.
Start your story at MDC. Be analytical. Be imaginative. Be a rising star. Be bold. Be connected. Be the solution. Be ready. What's your story? Be the best. Be you. Be MDC.
Welcome back to our second segment. Our guest is Dr. Flore Lindor. Dr. Flore, we picked it up on the first segment about Miami evolving. You are meeting people in Miami. You're meeting people in the Haitian community in Miami. Tell me more about it.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed because when I came to Miami like 26 years ago, I met people, most of them, they were older than I was. I had the chance to connect with Jean-Just, who traveled from Haiti and mainly Cavaillon, that my father is from Cavaillon and he was a priest there. And also he lived for a period in Boston. Then from time to time I would connect with him and see as a leader and a pioneer that if I could work with him or follow his path, I never forgot one thing. He was very overprotective of me. And in the sense, he will always use that adage, if I can say it, or proverb. He will say, don't do what I do. And that's why I always remember when I hear people say that he put himself before the boss, then I will never do that. I will find another way to really transform the family and the diaspora. And I never put myself before the boss. And I take a minute to remember that part. Then I meet people like Vitel Just in Little Haiti. He became my client because I used to sell French perfume to go to school to Berry for my master. Then I studied finding my way and defining the kind of job I will be doing because I came with a student visa. Then besides Vitel Just, I also met Gérard Canfort, very intellectual. He always sat well as a man. He was a brain, and I will always call those people. And I'm grateful that he still leave behind Médecin, Professor Exulien, then, and also Jean-Claude Charles. These are fine Haitian men. They are my fathers, but yet they are so fun to be with that I will never let them down. That's why I'm not popular, but I'm a woman of distinction because I was well grounded by them. And pursuing a doctorate in leadership, they had a way of leadership, a collective leadership, without having any elected position, and also without having any traditional managerial platform, president, vice president, or all the organizations that there is. And the only thing that I think that they didn't leave behind is a written document on how they made it so well to pave the way. Then that is that family that I was grateful to be part of. Then I transitioned, meeting other people, seeing other people come in, and still remain what I call strongly minded, very stable. I don't do clicks. You call me, I serve, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere because, first of all, being naive and a servant, but now I'm no longer everywhere because I learned and grew to know how to balance, how to protect you. You see, I called you, we had a chat. And also, maybe moving forward, we are taking the values from home, what we got from them, and also putting scientific approach as professional to help the new generations move forward.
Let's talk about you first moving to South Florida. I know it wasn't too pretty, at least financially. You had to do certain things to continue with your education, to have your master's and to have your PhD. What are the struggles you are facing?
I chose radio communication as a way also to earn money. Then I became a voice on radio, not because I did not know how to do it. I knew how to do it because I was 16 when I was fortunate in Haiti to learn journalism. Then I associated myself with a group. I was doing the news first, know how to transcribe first, analyze the news you receive, not just be before the mic and talk for the pleasure of talking. Then I had great clients such as Dr. Pierre Gaston, who gave me my first check of $50 as his secretary on Saturday. $50 that I cherish, and it was enough. I learned how to catch all the buses, and it became part of being a great tourist. Then there was a book called, a small guide called Welcome to Miami. My friend, I ate in most of the expensive restaurants with that $50 sometimes because who you are from home, you carry with you. Regardless the struggle, you still have to discover, but you still have to budget also. Then from there, I was blessed to go to Jackson Memorial Hospital, where someone paved the way for me, showed me the H1V process. Then Jackson sponsored me as the first Haitian that had the H-1B visa. At that time, they were welcoming nurses from Nigeria. But that individual that never wanted his name to be mentioned, every time he look at me now, retired from Jackson, I think I don't let him down. From my mother working at Jackson is saying that Jackson was our last name and that's where I have to work. And I had a great career at Jackson. I worked there for 20 years. I gave back, they gave me. Jackson saved my life from a major car accident. The president had to have my body transferred from Parkway, from coma, and have all the best surgeon operate on me. I'm a miracle. Then I don't do things for the sake of doing things. My life is a testimonial. My success is based on me being a miracle. Then I'm not in cameras because I choose to be. I always feel that I'm in camera when it is the time to be because there's always a message that I can touch one person with. A message of gratitude, of where I come from, where I remain, concise, precise, humble, but confident, but not arrogant, and seeking wisdom.
Wow. Truly an honor having you here, Dr. Flore. I know that there's much more to talk about. We're going to take another break. When we come back, what you never heard about Dr. Flore, some secrets. We'll hear them after the commercial break.
Start your story at MDC. Be analytical. Be imaginative. Be a rising star. Be bold. Be connected. Be the solution. Be ready. What's your story? Be the best. Be you. Be MDC.
Welcome back to our last segment, James Pierre with Dr. Flore. Thank you so much for staying with us, your patience as well. I know how your schedule is. I want to dedicate that last segment to go a little bit deeper and get to know you, and also the audience to get to know you. What would you say gives you joy, makes you happy when you go on a daily basis?
It's how to raise above challenges. And how to sit and let a nation watch you, and like we just said during the break, and realize that we are in a learning stage when we are sharing experiences. I think I'm sitting here and learning and taking the opportunity to inspire someone looking at you and I being successful, being anchors, being before a mic or behind a camera, but telling the words that when you have discipline in life, when you stick to values that ground who define you, you have to raise above and do not be a world object, but an essence for the world. Yeah. People need to know that people like you and I that work so hard for education because we didn't have a father or a mother with $1 million to pay out of pocket for our studies. And also being of immigrant descent, we had to do loans, school loans. That when we graduate with that high top degree, the money is not there as well. Yeah. When I say money, the assets, the green, the cash flow. You and I are not working cash flow, but people cannot buy us because we worth so much that we can negotiate. When I started to travel and someone tell me how much I worth, I said for the many ideas that I give to people when I was not that mature as I am now as a businesswoman, and see what they've done of things that I said, then I started to put a price into things. And I started to forgive those who went away with things that came from my brain and my heart that I was too naive to know how to structure.
You're talking about forgiveness, your heart being broken?
My heart been broken, but it's beyond
how you
forgiveness.
survive?
How do I survive? Raising above, because money does not make me, because I'm so wealthy when it comes to being smart, not intellectually, smart. That means I'm a miracle first. That means if I'm there, I was giving a second chance to do what many have not done. I have reached to heaven and decided to stay because there are great things that just like Muhammad Ali have done, just like Jackie Kennedy has done, that and you and I live the greatest, that we have to choose who to share it with and who to transfer those seeds to. Then I choose youth through mentoring to do it, youth who are ready, some politicians who are ready, and the world that is ready to take the smart aspect of us
You
and
have a
make
radio
great use
show
of it.
in the Haitian community, and
Radio,
sometimes-
TV combined.
Exactly, and sometimes some of the topics that you are tackling are above certain audiences, and they may feel a little bit disconnected, and sometimes they throw things at you, thinking that you are too well educated for us,
Zuzu,
and
the
you're
Zuzu
too
girl,
zuzu,
the
the
Zuzu
Zuzu
girl.
girl, right? So how you receive this feedback and how you raise above that?
I take back my 20 years at Jackson. I studied as a volunteer. After that, an interpreter. When you are when you have to interpret things that people are saying, that means you have to really have empathy. You have to really listen carefully and say to the doctor what the patient is saying and not change it. That already making me able to brush things away. Even though I'm very sensitive, but I am strong enough as a woman to really know how to continue making a difference, not because of what people say, because they always try to catch up to me. I don't compete. Competition has to catch me because I'm a creator. Things that you and I do, James, we create because where we come from, home again, the community I come from, we were created to build, we were created to give, because we define community as connectors for the first C, or we organize. We have 2 M, your name has an M in the middle, because you multiply things. And what else? We have community, the letter Y, because we don't yell, but we are excellent. T, we team up with people. Then with all those skills, those ability to create, to build, we don't have time to have blocks, because roadblocks are not what we look for or stops us, because we build.
I told you that several times, and I want to take that opportunity to say it publicly as well, that you are a role model to many, not only in the Haitian community, but all the other communities as well, as an instructor, as a professor, and all the things that you do. Women in the media, how do you see yourself, the challenges you're facing, just because you're a woman on radio, on TV, it's a different perception?
For me, it's unique because I blend them. I'm the first Haitian woman who blend radio and TV in the Haitian community in the state of Florida. That means what is missing is the capital, where I will be live at the radio station. Just we have it on ESPN and coming live simultaneously on radio and television. However, the way I see it is that recently I was doing a show and I realized that I had an empty bottle there and a air freshener spray, and I'm looking at that and I said, this show is not an A show, it's a C show. What is that air freshener is doing there?
Yeah.
It's because on radio, you don't have time to be fixing
It's a different
things.
platform.
It's a different
Yeah.
platform. But when you leave the natural of it, people can really see. Within the perfection, you can still have to polish the incorrect and the imperfect.
Share a piece of advice with our audience, young Haitian Americans. Now they are looking up to someone. They are looking up to something, to the greatness. What is it you will tell this group of Haitian Americans or Americans? What is it they have to do to seek for excellence?
First of all, is to find themselves. Gardez tête non. Gardez, watch out for yourself. Admit where you're from. If you have any issues of divorce, your parents being divorced, and you're not here from it, find help for it. If you don't solve the ignorance that you have at home, that means you don't know if you are half brothers or things like that at home, trust me, you're gonna live with bitterness, you're gonna live with doubt for the rest of your life, and you can become whoever in life, a well-known billionaire, but the way you sit, the way you speak, people who really watch themselves will really pick the who you are.
Wow, there's nothing else to add to that. Thank you so much, Dr. Flore. I think you nailed it, and I think that that's what we need in our community. We need models, role models like you to keep on educating others, the young generation, to connect the gap between the new generation and the old generation, as we admire the pioneers in the Haitian community. And also we know our strength, and not letting what maybe some folks say about Haiti or about Haitians, but we know that we value much more than that. Thank you once again, Dr. Flore.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you as well to you for watching a very wonderful show. I really enjoyed that. I hope that you enjoyed it as well with Dr. Flore Lindor, and get to know her better and watch her TV show, listen to her radio show, get to know the value that we have in the Haitian community. I'm James Pierre. We'll see you next time.